Hello there guys, oneProudPenguin here, coming back at you through YouTube and within the egg at this point. What I wanted to try today for this video is I wanted to try and play a world map such as this one here, and with the end goal of accumulating exactly 0 points, which may not be as easy as you think. To do that I would have to identify the country correctly. Once I do, I need to sort of use my imagination to imagine where the antipode would be. Now, to make it a little bit more difficult, maybe needlessly so, I've kind of given myself the rule to plop it on land. Now, whether or not this sentence makes it to the final cut obviously depends on how well or bad I do, but let's just find out. Let's load up this first location and see what we get. Okay, first place, let's have a quick look. Speed limit miles an hour, Riverside Stadium. Okay, fair enough. I'm getting a US vibe, I think. Well, hold on. That bin doesn't look very US-ish, does it? It's more UK-ish. Could be an option. Could be an option, would potentially make it slightly easier. Now, which side of the road are we driving on? And you see a speed limit there and there, both sides of the road. Something services, alright, that does sound maybe perhaps more like UK. To me at least. It was 100, it was 10, sorry. I think I read it as 100. Yeah, I think the reason why I said US over UK in the beginning was because I saw that. And I'm still not 100%, but the bins really scream UK to me. Lots of accessible parking. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking UK. What's on the other side of the UK? I mean, GMT versus this line, I would imagine. That kind of makes sense. GMT goes through London, so this line is the antipode. I mean, that helps. Alright, so we're obviously in the northern hemisphere, so I'll be looking for something around here. I mean, New Zealand's not looking too bad, although I know New Zealand is more of an antipode for Spain. So, what if I do Fiji? I think it might just be far away enough, and in the correct-ish area, while still spawning me some land. Maybe Tonga is better. Let's see, right on the tip here. I know UK probably doesn't have a land antipode, but within a certain distance I would still be getting a 0, so I'm looking for that wonderful circle of 0, let's call it. The bullseye. Alright, let's send it in. Let's see if I continue with the seed. And no points. Nice, very good. 16,000 kilometers. So again, I don't know what's the range that would still give me no points, but I'm very happy with this start. Let's try next. Alright, never been excited. So excited to see a 0. Okay. I'm thinking Australia with the potato quality that I'm seeing now. Which side of it? If so... So I know that New Zealand... I don't know exactly which part, but I think it's a bit of the North Island. Is an antipode to Spain here. Also in the north. Again, this is just vague knowledge. I'm not using anything as a reference. I don't even have a globe next to me. That would be really helpful. If I'm looking to hedge for this area near Perth, what would the antipode be? Portugal maybe? The Azores? Might be okay. Might be okay for whichever part of Australia that I'm going for. Because yeah, I need to flip the equator thingy too. Now I'm thinking might be a bit closer to the equator, as I was just saying. If Cape Verde was like sort of here, I would definitely go for it. But there I'm being a little bit afraid. Okay, maybe I do go for the Canaries. In the end, it does seem to be in the middle. I'm just gonna try and put it as far out as possible. Still on land. Yep. Okay. Let's find out. Trying to be as far as I can. Nice, no points. Okay, it wasn't exactly Perth, but it was Western Australia, so that kind of logic paid off. Okay, next attempt, still on 0. And you are Blurmany? I think we're blurry enough to say it is. Okay, so if I'm aiming for an antipode of Germany, let's see, what do we have? So this and this, I figured out, should be antipodes. So we're going a little bit further east. Well, let's say hedging, in between Berlin and the Holy Triangle, as I call it, where it says Germany. How much are we going east by? And there's an island here, Kiribati, okay. Kiribati could be near enough the antipode of Germany, indeed. Have a look again, so it does actually conveniently stick out with the local time zones. Cover an area, maybe a little bit further. Maybe I don't need to go that far away. Where did I go for UK? Tonga. I went Tonga for the UK. Alright, maybe something in that area. Niue, Cook Islands, American Samoa, something like that. Put you in Niue for now. Just have another zoom in and zoom out. Could do a little bit to the side, I suppose. Stretching it a bit, but let's do it. Hopefully I'm not ruining it. Hopefully I'm not putting it too close. Let's put you over here, actually. As far away as possible, so you don't come nearer in one side over the other. I think I'm okay with this. Let's find out. Nice, no points. Good, 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 good. I keep seeing that 16k. That's a good number to aim for whatever the hell it is that I'm doing here. And let's continue. I mean, a random flag wouldn't hurt at this point, but we are driving on the left. I'm assuming it says stop. I mean, it says stop on the floor, on the ground. If Southern Africa, we are in South Africa. But what if I'm just stupidly not recognizing Australia, which can look quite similar sometimes? You have little green car. Now, I think it's more South Africa, actually. I'm so not sure. But let's run with that. No, I think I'll stick with South Africa. I'm seeing what could be an African scenery. Sun is to the north, that I did check. And let's try and work out. Where do we need to send it? So I'm aiming for an antipode of this now. Which way would it be easier? Because the thing is, South Africa, well, it doesn't go through Greenwich, but it's pretty much similar to what we were dealing with Germany. Poland, okay. So for Germany I went somewhere near Cook Islands, wasn't it? Between Niue, yeah, there we go. I went here. So for Poland, bear with me, I would go to sort of French Polynesia, okay? So now, what I need to do is work out what is sort of up here. Because the thing is, for my example, for Poland, I think I could go way further down to like Rapa or something like that, and I would still be fine. So what I need to do is, I think I need to go Hawaii for South Africa. I'm looking at the main island chain at the moment, but there are many more I can look at. In a bit, the thing is, they keep drifting further and further to the west. I needed to go slightly more to the east, I think. And north. So maybe this one will be the perfect balance between the two worlds, because there's nothing else in between. As I said, there are things there, but nothing else here. to occupy ourselves with. Will that give me 16,000 kilometers? If it's South Africa, I'm sure it will. If, and so forth. Let me try and see. Yes, it was South Africa, and it was 18,000 kilometers. Excellent. That is what I was looking for. Good speculation from on my behalf. I'm very proud of myself, if I may say so. And let's see if I can make it 5 in a row. Okay, thank you, Geo, for throwing me a bone. And at least making it easy with the country itself. At least we're not in a rural area with no signage or anything else. So, what is the antipode of Israel? I kind of went with Poland being above South Africa to work that out. I mean, I could kind of use a similar logic, I suppose. So from Poland, if I'm just going on the latitude. So if I go sort of Ukraine, Eastern Ukraine basically. Yeah, this is where I went for Germany. This is where I was looking to throw it in for Poland. So I think if I'm looking at Ukraine, what's the distance there in terms of my cursor? Arbitrarily, very, very arbitrarily. 1, 2, sort of 3 and 4, because I did say Eastern Ukraine. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. What do we have around here? Pitcairn Islands is probably the closest bit of land. Okay. Would it be enough? It looks like it could be. Maybe I don't even need to pull it closer. I'm thinking now maybe French Polynesia or somewhere down here will be absolutely fine. Yeah, I'm thinking something like Rapa T. Should maybe be okay. Now I'm gonna leave it within Pitcairn Islands, but a different bit of land perhaps. I know I'm probably being too fiddly, and I'm not gonna choose an edge of it. The middle will be absolutely fine, and well, let's see what happens. Yes, there we go. Perfect. It was, of course, indeed Israel. Where exactly didn't really make a difference. It does make a difference with bigger countries. Got kind of lucky there with Australia, guessing which side of it would be, I think. I don't know if I did it right, if I did it too wrong. Make sure you drop a comment, let me know about what your strategy would have been. I am really happy about this. Let's have a look at the summary, game breakdown. Got away with exactly 0 points, so we were 16, 15, 16, 18, 18,000 kilometers away, grand total of 85,000, bringing us to this beautiful piece of art. I would say, yeah, that's how you antipode. All right, perfect. Give it a go. Let me know how you got on. We'll be really glad to hear and find out if it was, you know, a relatively easy seed, or did you struggle to identify the country first? Because yeah, that's half of the battle, isn't it? All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. I'll see you next time. Make sure you check out my live streams as well on Twitch. And until then, one proud penguin, over and out.